Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a new mod map tour of St. Kalle. This is by KA77E. This is 149.75 megabytes to download for all platforms. So I know I've been way behind on map tours. I've just got back from my last vacation or my last trip for a while. So hopefully once I get caught up on map tours, we'll get back on our regular scheduled content and get some more No Man's Land episodes out and all that sort of stuff. But anyhow, without further ado, the description says, welcome to St. Kalle, a little idyllic village in southern Germany. Here's what awaits you: a well-equipped starting farm with cows and chickens, more stables for pigs, sheep, and horses, and an open cow pasture, a production for farm needs such as lime, seeds, fertilizers, pig feed, and cow feed, a castle with grape juice production and grape juice sales, one BGA, 2 villages, and 1 industrial area with other interesting productions and sell points. 16 arable lands, 5 meadow, 7 forest areas, and 1 grape field. And then it also says in St. Kalle and the neighboring Kalestein, I'm probably pronouncing some of these wrong, I apologize. The world is still in order. Why is that so? Very easily, the 2 villages have always opposed the faster, higher, further principle of an increasingly restless world and have opted for self-production that is healthier for body, mind, and soul. From food to clothing and furniture to energy, everything is self-produced, and you, as a farmer, play an important role. How will you support the 2 villages? I'm very curious about your plan. And then let me go ahead and scroll down a little bit here. There we go. It says, I'm very curious about your plan. Psst, little insider tip. The Castle Tavern loves to fill the guests' gollets with fresh grape juice, and there are other vendors who pay very well for high quality products. Feel free to check the price list beforehand. You decide on a business path. And now, have fun in St. Kalle. And also has 3 required mods, which will download automatically if you download it from the mod hub. It requires the old manure heap by Black Sheep Modding, and it requires the farmhouse loader and the old barn package. Both of those are by Farmer 5 Tom. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it here. If we hop on the menu, we're down here. Kind of our starting farm area is going to be land 30, 31, 29, 5, and 4, which is just going to be field 13, 5, and then this grape area right here. So you actually get a pretty fat starting farm, to be fair. It's not a huge map. It's a smaller map. That's kind of KA77E's specialty, if you will. But you can see we have all of our different farm stuff here. Got a lot of productions through here we'll take a look at. And we got some more productions down here kind of over by, looks like, I don't know, kind of the coastline area over here. Spinnery down there, biogas plant, farm production. And then you got a couple sell points down there, grape juice cellar, the castle ends up there as well. If we go down through here, everything should be pretty standard. I don't think there's anything that's changed. I'm going to slowly scroll through everything in here so we can take a look at everything. There might be some new products or new crops down below. I'm not sure if there is anything added or not. The description kind of made it sound like there might be, so we'll take a look at that. But I'll slowly scroll through this, get a drink of coffee here real quick. Perfect, that's just what I needed. Yeah, we'll get down here. Feel free to skip ahead if you don't care about this portion of it here, but it looks like we might, maybe not now. It looks like, yep, just all the standard stuff in there. So no added production points, I guess I should say. Just the production points are mixed in about. A lot of equipment. We'll take a look at that in the store. We start off with $100,000 in new farmer mode, no starting loan. We start off with 3 brown Swiss cows in our farmhouse loader, and then the cow barn has 10 brown Swiss cows. Then we have 11 chickens here in our chicken pasture. There are contracts in the fields you don't own. They're not terribly huge contracts because the fields aren't super big. There's no production chains we start off with. It doesn't look like there's any collectibles on here. We're going to go ahead and turn that down and turn that off for us while we're going through this. And I'm actually going to turn that off as well. But yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look around. So I think what we'll do is we'll walk around the starting farm. And then I think we'll take, we might have a pickup truck. If we don't have a pickup truck, we'll figure it out. But if we have a pickup truck, we'll drive up this way. If not, we'll probably start up over here at the machine dealer up there. So let's take a look in the store, though, at our starting equipment. Hope if I can go to the right screen. Nothing leased here. Yep. Okay, so we have 2 small tractors, a Fendt 211 V Vario and a Fendt Fabric 515C. We also have a Massey Ferguson MF 3670. Then for harvesters, we have a Deutz Fahr Topliner 4090H. We have header for it, as well as, I bet we have a header trailer down here for it as well. Then we have a front loader, a Schaefer 23E. We have a bunch of trailers in here. We have 2 Branthers, 2 of the Branther Z18051 2XXL Power Flexes, and 2 of the Welger DK115s in there. Oh, I looked at that already. Under grape technology, we have a grape trailer, we have a sprayer, and we have a pruner. We also have a mulcher in there. That'll be helpful for that. We have a small plow, small disc harrow, small power harrow, a subsoiler for using on your vines there. We also have a seeder, a fertilizer spreader that says not do lime. Then we also have a manure spreader, slurry tank, and we have a good mower set up there. Well, small one at least, but that's probably all you need for this map. We have a tedder, windrower. We have a loading wagon. We also have a baler, and this one's not, that's not a wrapper. No, not a baler wrapper, just a baler. And under animals, we have a couple of water tanks here. This can also do your milk. And then we also have a TMR mixer. We have a front loader attacher there. And then for front loader tools, we have a manure bucket and a round bale fork. Oh, we looked at that. And then we have a couple of weights. We've got a 10 Winkle Pack 1000 and an Agco 650. So quite a bit of starting equipment, like it said. I'm going to fast forward time a little bit so it's a little bit brighter out here for us. Just get it to around noon for us. That's perfect. Perfect weather for map touring. Okay, so right here we got a little water trigger. Now, things on the farm. If we zoom in here, we got ourselves a farmhouse. We got a fertilizer tank there. The farm of 15, the Karma 16, small petrol tank. And then, yeah, we got a couple other storage facilities on here. So this is going to be our house right here. Storage through here. Open that bad boy up right there. Not a lot going on in there. We have a silo right here for us. Here's one of our storage tanks right here. This one will do seeds, mineral feed. More storage through here. We'll come back around this one. These actual bales. Yeah, look at that. We got some silage bales starting out. Are those actually silage already fermented? Yeah, already fermented silage bales there. Which is super nice. Very helpful. Already looked in there. Let's open this up here. We got another storage facility right here for solid fertilizer, which is nice. Yeah, lots of stuff in here. You can see it looks like it's a drive-through shelter. Yeah, you can drive out this far end here. This gets you to kind of the other part of the yard that we didn't walk through over there, but we have our fuel tank here with 500 liters of fuel in it starting out. Some more storage over here. That shed right there. Then we have our chickens over here. More storage. This kind of heads out just towards some forestry area in the main road. Over here we have another storage facility. This one here is set for our mineral feed, it looks like. And then we have some cows here. We have a couple of bunker silos, which is nice. A couple of our trailers are in the bunker silo. But yeah, everything's looking pretty good. You got pretty much everything you could ever need over here. This is cow pen 1 with the 10 cows in it. Now this is also a cow pen here. This is part of the farmhouse. Right here, this guy right here. There we go, 3 of them in there. You can access all this if you wanted to as well. And then you can also go up here and go upstairs if you'd like to see what's going on up here. I believe you can drop bales in from up here or down here, or however it may be. I guess you can throw them out that way. But yeah, so extra storage up there if you wanted to put bales or whatever in there. But yeah, got a pretty good farm setup, I would say. And we own this grass field, and then field 13 up here we own, and we also have our grapes in field 5, which is really nice. But yeah, we're going to jump up over here to the farm store. That way we can buy ourselves a pickup truck, which is going to help us tour around the map a little easier. There we go. All right, I'm going to hop in that bad boy. Or sip of coffee before we get going. Perfect, but you can see we got ourselves the store point there and the repair trigger there. We also have a debris crusher in the same lot right there. Now as we're heading out, we have one sell point straight ahead, one just to the right. The one just to the right of us is the cafe, and the one to the left is the restaurant right there for us. So I think, yeah, we'll turn a right here. Now the road's gonna be a little tight through here. That's okay. It's a smaller map, so smaller maps usually a little bit tighter like that. Now this sell point right here, right in front of us. Okay, so that's me in our restaurant right here. Well, I guess I can see the trigger right there. Let me just change my game doesn't freeze, that is. There we go. Froze there for a second. Okay, perfect. Now as we continue on here, this is going to be a production point. So we have the tailor shop, and then up the road we have the bakery, and then the carpentry point. So tailor shop here. Then we have the bakery right here, and then the tailor shop. It's going to be, oop, if I don't get stuck on this fence. Got tight road. Some of the fences, or it doesn't look like the bushes have collisions, which is nice. Here's our carpentry point right here. We're just going to loop this way. Take a right, and this should kind of help us get out of here a little bit more. Now on our right-hand side here, we have the farmer's market, and we have a buy station for lime, seeds, and fertilizer behind it as well. So there's a sell point. You can see the buy point right there. So got all that set up for you. Now in terms of how we're going to get around this map, since we're here, we're going to drive up this way, take a look at all this stuff, and then I think we'll head out around this way and kind of down over here, and then maybe around that, and kind of take a look at all this stuff through here. And then once we get down there to the farm production point, which actually we're gonna buy that, because I think that's where you can make all the different products if you'd like to on there. So we might get down there and buy that. There's some cows down here like that. But yeah, we'll do that so we can, then we'll go ahead and do a flyover of the map. So I'm gonna take a left here. We'll see if we can make it through here without getting too crazy. So right here, On the right-hand side, we have the wholesale point. Then next up, we have the sugar mill. So sugar mill right here on the right-hand side. And we're not going to take a look at those yet. Let's loop around this way first. Actually, we'll go in here, yeah. So in here, we got the oil mill dead ahead. We have the grape processor right to the left. So again, we have grape processing unit. We have the oil mill. Then we also have the biomass heating plant right there. And then make sure, yeah, then we got the dairy and the grain mill. So you can see the grain mill just back over there, and the dairy is just right around here. Here's your dairy on the right-hand side. And then in here, it looks like we have ourselves a sawmill. Betting that's what this is through here. Yep, that's our sawmill, and that's everything over this way. So we'll head out this road. This will take us up towards the farm, just so we can kind of drive past it. See the road kind of leaning up to it here. There you go. That's our starting farmyard right there. This would be a really fun map to play on. I really like KA770's maps. They're nice and they're more compact. So if you want to use smaller machinery and stuff like that, they're really perfect for that. And this one honestly could handle some larger machinery too, to be honest. And here's our grape orchard here. So we have grapes right here for us. Take a left right here. But you can see it's not going to take us very much time to get around the map because it's not terribly big. Now that we're over here, there should be a road this way. The castle's going to be off to our right. Let me set my coffee down. You can see the castle up over there. We're going to drive a little bit in the field just so I can get a better angle of it. Yeah, castle up there. I like the river that runs through the map. It's quite nice. Loop up around here, and then, ooh, it's tight in here. It's definitely tight. There we go, and we're inside. And then right here is going to be the sell point itself. So that's the sell point right there. And then we also have the grape juice cellar right up here. So kind of a production point added in here, which is super nice. Yeah, cool castle. I like that they have that kind of setup in there. That's a pretty cool setup. I like the catapult there that we saw. It's fantastic. A lot of good detail. KA770 always puts really good detail on his maps as well, which is fantastic. Now, as we're going through here, we have the fashion sell point, animal dealer sell point, and then the furniture sell point. So those are all three right packed in here. There's a furniture one right there. Excuse me, that's the animal dealer. There's the furniture one right there. There we go. And then we're actually going to curve this way, I think, if I can avoid hitting any... No, I didn't avoid that little tree there. But we're going to head up this way. Here's something we need to take a look up just up here. Can't remember what's up here. We'll take a look here. There's another icon of the map, though, I'm looking at. Ah, yes. This looks like this is going to be our spinnery. Yep, spinnery point there. And then we just have the biogas plant and the farm production, which the farm production we're going to purchase to take a look and see kind of what those recipes are going to look like for those of you that are curious, because that's going to be the only one that's going to be a little bit different than kind of the standard one. There's a fence right there, an invisible fence. Couldn't see it. Must be invisible. Must be what it is. Yeah, a lot of trees. I'm trying to navigate through here. I'm hitting all sorts of crazy stuff. That's okay. Yeah, sorry for the view. It's not a great view. Let me zoom in a little bit. Actually, it might be a little bit better view. Yeah, it's a little better. I try to keep very zoomed out just so you guys can see kind of the whole perspective of the map, but it doesn't always work out. But here we got our BGA, biogas plant right here for us. Looks pretty good. And then right here we have the farm production point. I'm assuming those are the things on the side that you can build with it. Now let's find the purchase point for it right back here. $50,000, we can afford it still. That's awesome. Now if we go in here, we should own a production point, which in here we can produce lime with water and stones. That's actually a really good rate there. 95 solid fertilizer with that material. That's really cheap. Seeds, that's pretty cheap to produce seeds as well with barley there. Total mixed ration with no straw required. That's really nice. Pig food, that looks like it's a pretty good deal on pig food as well. So yeah, that is really great. So good production point for us. And let's go ahead and end this out with a flyover. So again, there's actually a lot more trees on this map than I would have given it credit for. So you can do quite a bit of forestry on here if you wanted to, if you needed some extra cash. But again, we have that farm production point here. This is the edge of the map. You can see just right around that. That's the edge. It's not a very large map. Right down here, there's actually a little shed, it looks like. Yeah, a little shed. A little portion 22 if you wanted to buy that. Oh, it's maybe sheep. That's right. There's some other pastures on here that I didn't talk about a whole lot. But yeah, I bet you can do, yeah, it looks like you can do sheep there. And then again, you got your whole town set up through here, which looks really, really good. A lot of really good detail on that, quite honestly, guys. I mean, that looks fantastic. Now, I can't get too big of equipment out of here. That's going to be the one trick that some of you guys aren't going to like. But I think that it's intentionally designed that way to kind of force you to use some smaller stuff, which, I mean, honestly, you can get the same thing done if you just use a couple pieces of small equipment or stuff that folds up. You know, you just got to be creative about it. or load it on a trailer somehow to get it. You know, you just got to be creative. But yeah, and then up here, you got more production points, big production center up here. And as we continue up, we have these fields out here available for us. There are some big fields on this map, actually. Starting farm, really well set up there for you. Got a lot of good stuff on it. More fields, that's our field there. And then that field right there is also our field. And I really like this river kind of goes through. Got a lot of vegetation around it. A lot of wood and forestry stuff you can do here. Fuel cell points up here. Then we got the castle up here, which is really nice. But that's pretty much the map for us, guys. It looks really good, really well done. I really like KA770's maps. I will play on one, I'm sure, at some point on Farm Sim 22, but this could be a good contender. But there you guys go. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.